Welcome to another breakdown series. As for those that are new to the channel, I play one game a day, breaking down every single opponent that I am playing in online head-to-head comp road to the playoff series. So in today's video, I'm taking on Tennessee, once again using Kentucky. Right off the bat, what does my opponent come out in? Man blitz, but in this case it's disguised as a cover 4 defense. And I see one-on-one opportunity. You guys know that I always let it fly. And I just make the reads based off how the safeties play, and you guys see how the coverage ends up playing. But I see the one-on-one. I know that I'm not going to get help over top, and that's why I let it fly. Easy touchdown to start off the game on the very first play of the game. Today's match, this is the first time I'm facing this formation set that my opponent comes out, and it's pretty much, I call it a Miami set. We got double receivers on both sides. They're out wide. Their formation is a wide set, and he likes to run no huddle. Now, his first possession was pretty successful as I switch right here to man defense. He has a speedster on the edge, beats me deep for a big pickup gain. But the no huddle offense I wasn't prepared for, so he was able to get some crazy work right here and ends up scoring, tying up the game. It's always a learning curve when I start out my matches, so I'm fine with that. So he switches his defense. He's using the DN, and he switches to a 2-man on the defense. I'm gonna toy with him, see if he changes anything, which he doesn't. So I keep doing the out route right here as he gets a roughing the passer by using the D lineman to get pressure with one of the best D linemen in the game, which is understandable. Now, right here, I throw a chip receiver route by my running back to chip him because he likes to get that edge rush pressure. And this is where I'm going to test his users. I fake the inside run, bounce back outside. I can easily throw it downfield, but I do not. I end up just scrambling with the quarterback. And this is where I start to toy with his user skills. So he gets the outside pressure. I'm just going to take off with the quarterback automatically. Then he's going to try to lurk with the D tackle on this play and then stop me from scrambling. I'm just going to step up a pocket and still test his user skills while he's using the D lineman and just take off with the quarterback for an easy rushing touchdown as he misses a user tackle. The game is easier when you face people that like to pass rush, but don't get me wrong, some people can dominate with great pass rushers like Tennessee. Now, I kick off the ball, he gets bailed out with a kickoff return, so he ties up the game. So once again, I got to drive downfield. But he loves sticking to this 2-man under defense, and he still continues to try to rush with the DN, and I'm just going to take advantage of it. I'm going to still scramble with the quarterback. Then he changes up from the 2-man under defense, comes back out in the blitz formation, so you know what I'm going to do. And that's just throw it deep, but he gets quick pressure by his D tackle that avoids a double team block and just instantly comes through the gap and causes a forced fumble. Now, unfortunately, I got bailed out because his players missed the ball, collide into each other, and my trailing player was able to pick up the ball. So I got relieved. Now, that would have been a game changer for him? Obviously, it might have been, but it depends how he plays, which you guys are going to see later on. So I continue on after that bailout. End up getting an easy touchdown because he switched back to a man blitz defense and back on his offense as he continues to sit in his go-to scheme, which is his wide base set. Now, I end up shifting the slot DB on the left side to counter any ISO run that he runs from the right to the left so I can shoot the gap. Sometimes the game just auto-assists my player to go back and play coverage, but when I do this, I end up manning up the inside linebacker to my side to that slot receiver just in case my opponent throws a quick pass. It'd be easy interception. In this case, because this happens, I'm able to come back to the field to play that inside linebacker zone assignment, and this is what happens. Because people think they're going to get a freebie, I'm able to use or lurk it. Once again, goes back to 2-man under, gets outside edge pressure, I'm just going to run through the gap. So now he's going to try to QB spy me. I just lurk out a little bit to the left, find an open crossing route for a touchdown. This is where I'm basically just toying with his pass rush pressure because defensive wise I already got adjustments down, and because he's sitting in the same offense, it's easy to adjust to. So I end up moving that slot DB, acting like I'm going to user him this time, but I click off, go back to inside linebacker, where I like to play this triangle defense. Reason why is because a lot of people think I'm going to user that slot DB and then blitz, and then they think they can end up throwing a quick pass with a streak up the seam. And then when I switch over to that inside linebacker, I'm able to play a little bit better. And then if it's an overthrown pass, my safety is obviously going to pick it off every single time. So that's why I call this the triangle zone coverage defense, because how I set it up so quick. And a lot of people would try to quick snap me. That's where people get so angry, because they think they got it when they have the same scheme running, and it's just easier for me to just nitpick and strategize based off what they're doing. So this is exactly what happens. You guys see my safety jumps the route right when the ball is thrown. He plays his zone assignment perfectly, and he's able to pick this off. Zone coverage in College Football 25 is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to lie. And after that, he just didn't switch his scheme at all. He's not trying out anything else, because this is all he knows. And he pretty much got clamped and tested my defense, box defense. I get interception. That's pretty much game over, as I end up just taking a knee because I know I can convert on third downs. That's a strategy. Don't need to run up the score. And because of that, my opponent cuts on his mic. And you guys know what happens when people cut on the mics. Trash talking happens. They saying you suck when literally they're getting beat. I got to the point where there's no point of arguing anymore, so I just let them talk as I'm muted. I can't even hear what they say anymore, but just know I'm used to this. Every single person says the same exact thing, and there's no point trying to get your point across to them, because they're angry and they're just going to rant on and say the same stuff repeatedly. It was just like the guy that I recently posted about the 335 personnel. The dude could not comprehend, and he was so angry. You guys heard him yelling. He was so angry he couldn't even hear what he was saying. So at this point, I'm just taking these up to third down, and then I'll convert. Unfortunately, right here, as I'm chewing clock, I just chuck up a deep, easy pass, because if it's given to me, I'm going to take it. But when I basically know I have game and there's no point in playing anymore, I just want you to quit already, because there's no point in suffering. And I'm not going to give you the benefit of doubt of trying to enjoy your possession. So I'm just going to chew as much time as I can, and then convert third down and keep doing the same thing. Instead of like I used to in the past, I used to just talk game and run up the score. I matured over the years, stopped doing that. I just want to get the game over with and move on, right? And then, of course, some people do stick it out. They try to play and try to figure out, basically practice and lab how to get better. But unfortunately, this guy was being those type of people that like to, waste your time. Like, you have people that constantly pause the game or getting a flag, calling timeouts when you're trimming clock. So this was that type of player, and I'm used to it. I always play people that was like this. So there's one final play that I like to break down. So you guys are used to me seeing and reading the defense when it comes to the man blitz. Once again, just throwing deep is just based off the abilities and ratings that I know and the differences between, the matchups. But you guys are going to see where I kind of change it up. So this very next play after I get this pick is where I make the adjustments. Like I said before, you guys can make these reads on your own. Now, this is not a man blitz defense. This is just a basic cover one. So once again, I need the ball until third down. So I see cover one just to pick up a first down and continue on to chew clock. I'm just going to throw a simple hitch routes. Hitch routes work very well if people don't really shade underneath or shade at all when you're playing against, backed off man coverage. In this case, it's just basic cover one with no adjustments. It beats it every single time, no matter who you have running the route, because the route is catered to baiting the defender to the point where he's about to turn around and accelerate with a streak, and then the receiver will literally cut. All you gotta do is perfectly time the pass, and you get results, which you guys about to see as I'm doing it on this third down every single time. So right when he starts to turn around, and then he's already beat, can't really recover, and I can get easy pickup. I mean, that's just basic football knowledge. Everybody knows that. Now he ends up man blitzing right here. I'm just going to throw it deep, give him the ball back, let him try to do whatever he wants to do as his mic is still going off, talking trash for no reason. And like I said, I'm muted at this point. I'm just trying to get this game over with. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments as I get this easy dub, blowout win, pretty much 52-13. And once again, if you guys want to play me, just join the Discord down below in the description so you guys can hit me up. Till next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.